Tony Jackson Jr. been on a hot streak, current point leader with the Mars Series, has won both events here so far this year. He won the Tony Roper Memorial, went back-to-back with that race, and then followed it up with the July victory here at the Grand Old Lady. We'll see if he can make it 3-4-3. Defending champion of this race, Jesse Stovall.
Are you using those? Did I push those down?
Yeah, right now.
Right now,
yeah.
I'll put them back. I just need to go a little bit.
Now do it. Now do it.
I'm good. That's all. I just need.
All right, race fans, passing points, 8 laps the distance. Here we go. Dwayne Johnson looks him over and gives him the green flag, and we're underway. Brian Shute and John Driscoll side by side as they exit 2. Shute now pushes the loud pedal into 3 and 4. Terry Phillips looking for some racing room as they come through 3 and 4. A drag race to the flag stand. Terry Phillips by a nose as he'll swing up in front of the 42. Your new leader, Terry Phillips. 3 wide as they go down the back straightaway. Tony Jackson Jr., Daryl Mooneyham, and Dylan Roop 3 wide as they go down the back straightaway. Tony Jackson Jr. picking up them passing points. Terry Phillips checking out on the field as he races around the Grand Old Lady halfway down. This will be 4 in, 4 to go. Yellow flag comes out as Tony Jackson Jr. was trying to get around the 42. Mars flagman Dwayne Johnson in the flag stand calling the shots tonight. All eyes on the 75 as he makes his way through 3 and 4. And the green flag back in the air as Jackson clears the 42 Shute and sets side on the 75, the 56, and the 75 going to battle it out for the top spot. Leslie Essery now making his way up into the top 3. Essery getting by the 42 of Shute. Coming through the 3 and 4, it's Phillips, Jackson, and Essery. Phillips and Jackson now almost a full straightaway over the 3rd running of Leslie Essery. As Phillips slows down in 3 and 4, white flag out one more time around. And Phillips gathers it back up as he brings it out of 4 to the checker flag. Your winner, Terry Phillips. Unofficially, your top 3 coming home in 3rd. The F7, excuse me, of Leslie Essery. 2nd going the 56 of Tony Jackson Jr. And put your hands together for the winner, the 75 of Terry Phillips. Out, starting on the pole, the 15J of Patrick Johnson. To his outside, Patrick out of Ash Grove. To his outside out of Bentonville, Arkansas, the 14 of Jeff Roth. Starting on road number 2, out of Hackett, Arkansas, the 7 of Jake Davis. To his outside out of Peculiar, Missouri, the driver of the 14, Dustin Walker. On road number 3, your defending Mars champion, defending winner of this race, the 00, out of Billings, Missouri, Jesse Stovall. To his outside out of Bentonville, Arkansas, on the 26, it's Randy Roth. On row number 4 out of Hermitage, Missouri in the 33X, Eric Turner. And to his outside, Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame inductee out of Cape Fear, Missouri, the 55 of Ken Essery. And the green flag goes. We're under green. Patrick Johnson with a fast car leads him down the front straightaway. 2 and 3 wide through 1 and 2. Dustin Walker getting shuffled back. Here comes the 33 of Eric Turner. And going sideways, the 00. Stovall will lead lap number 1. Jesse Stovall coming to the front in a hurry. Stovall out front, followed by the 15 of Patrick Johnson. Now come there, 33X of Eric Turner. Turner in that third spot. Then it's Jeff Roth and Dustin Walker rounding out the top 5. Stovall with a half a straightaway lead over the rest of the field. Now under attack the 15 of Patrick Johnson and the 33 of Derek Turner. Turner and Johnson in a battle for second. Behind him, Dustin Walker clears Jeff Roth for fourth as a couple of 14s battle it out for the fourth spot. Eric Turner in a rocket chassis trying to get around the 15. Jesse Stovall is racing into a new zip code as he is checked out from heat race number 2. Eric Turner still working on the 15 of Patrick Johnson. May get him this time. Johnson still has a half a car lead as they go down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Turner and Johnson battling out for second. Dustin Walker in fourth. Jeff Roth in fifth as we got one more time around for Jesse Stovall. And the checker flag waves. Jesse Stovall takes the win. Unofficially, your top 3 in heat race number 2 coming home in third, the 33X of Eric Turner. Second will go the 15 of Patrick Johnson. And put your hands together for the winner out of Billings, Missouri in the 00, Jesse Stovall. On the pole. Out of Batesville, Arkansas, the Batesville Bull at the 6M of Wendell Wallace. To his outside out of Joplin, Missouri in the 83, Chuck Comer. Second row on the inside in the 15E, that's Shane Essery out of Aurora, Missouri. To his outside out of Cosgrove, Iowa, the 58, first time here, Dave Eckridge. On row number 3, driving the 31 out of Carthage, Missouri, it's Jackie Dalton. To his outside in the 83M, that's Dustin Mooneyham out of Aurora, Missouri. On row number 4, the 42 of Brandon McCormick. And to his outside, driving the number 13, that's Kevin Patrick out of Gentry, Arkansas. Once again, passing points, 8 laps. Here we go. Heat race number 3. Wallace and Comer lead him to the green flag out of turn number 4. Out of turn number 4, it'll be Wendell Wallace. He'll lead lap number 1, followed by Shane Essery and Chuck Comer. Dave Eckridge working over Chuck Comer. The battle between the 58 and the 83 as they go down the back straightaway in a battle for third. Comer high up. He'll lose some spots as he goes back to the 4th place. Comer jumping the cushion in turns 3 and 4. Will go back to 4th. Brandon McCormick up to 5th. Dave Eckridge now working on the 15 of Shane Essery. Eckridge goes up to second. Eckridge goes up to that second spot, driving that 58 to the front. Wendell Wallace with a half a straightaway lead over second running Eckridge. Halfway down, 4 laps in, 4 to go for Wendell Wallace. Wendell Wallace still your leader. Second is Dave Eckridge. Third, Shane Essery. A battle for fourth between Chuck Comer and Brandon McCormick. Back in 6083M of Dustin Mooneyham and the 13 of Kevin Patrick. And at the back in the 8th spot, the 31 of Jackie Dalton. And McCormick now getting side by side with the Comer, and it's a battle up fourth as the white flag comes out one more time around for Wendell Wallace. Wendell Wallace takes the checker flag in heat race number 3. Unofficially, your top 3 from heat race number 3, coming home in third, the 15 of Shane Essery. Second will go the 58 of Dave Eckridge. How about a round of applause for your winner out of Batesville, Arkansas, driving the number 6, Wendell Wallace. Starting on the pole, heat race number 4, driving the 98 out of Aurora, Missouri, Justin Wells. To his outside in the 1XX out of Neosho, Missouri, that's Chris Hawkins. On row number 2 out of Enid, Oklahoma in the 99, that's Cliff Morrow. To his outside out of Greenbrier, Arkansas, driving the 33, it's Jack Sullivan. On row number 3 on the inside out of Birch Tree, Missouri in the 77, Justin Asplin. To his outside in the 17, that's Robert Baker. On row number 4, the 28 of Leroy Johnson out of Battlefield, Missouri, and to his outside out of Crane, Missouri, driving the number 1, Will Vaught. And the green flag goes in the air. Wells leads him down the front straightaway. Wells out front early as Sullivan goes by the 1XX of Chris Hawkins. Justin Wells, your leader, followed by Jack Sullivan. Robert Baker in that 3rd spot. Justin Asplin 4th. Will Vaught 5th. Chris Hawkins 6th. And a battle for 7th between Leroy Johnson and Cliff Morrow. And a violent flip by the 17 of Robert Baker. Baker out of Gentry, Arkansas, making the trip up as he went end over end in turn 2. How many laps do we have? 3 laps down, 5 to go. Defending track champion Justin Wells has the point as he'll lead him out of turn 4. As the green flag's back in the air, we're back underway. Fourth and final heat race for the Mars Dirt Car Series as Sullivan slides up in front of Asplin. Pair of Rockets battling out for the 2nd spot. Sullivan in 2nd, 4 laps in, 4 to go. Asplin 3rd, Will Vaught in 4th. Will Vaught now working underneath the 77 of Justin Asplin. The 1 and 77 having a great battle for third as they bring him out of turn 4 once again. As the white flag comes out one more time around for Justin Wells. Wells in control all heat race long as he brings it through 4 for the final time. Checker flag in the air. Justin Wells, your winner. Down the back straightaway. And Chuck Comer leads lap number 1, followed by Daryl Mooneyham. Chuck Comer and Daryl Mooneyham, their top 2 transferring right now early on in B main number 1. 10 laps the distance as they come back down the front straightaway. Chuck Comer, Daryl Mooneyham, Cole Wells on the outside looking in. Cole Wells currently in that 3rd spot, now getting challenged by the 55 of Ken Esri. The 55 and a 10 in a battle for that last transferring spot. Five of Garrett Esri going to the pit area. Chuck Comer still showing the way. Daryl Mooneyham solidly in that 2nd spot, but it's the 55 of Ken Esri. Now 1 spot out of transferring to tonight's feature. White flag coming out one more time around for Chuck Comer. And the checker flag flies. Comer takes the win. As it's green flag for B feature number 2. Jeff Roth and Chris Hawkins side by side down the back straightaway. Top 2 transferring to tonight as they're in a 2-car battle for the top spot. Out of 2 of 4 will be Chris Hawkins. Hawkins with the nose lead over the 14 as the 1XX of Hawkins will go to the lead. Here comes the 13 of Kevin Patrick. Patrick trying to race his way in. as he goes by the 7 of Jake Davis. '13 of Kevin Patrick with a great run off 2. Tries to look under the 14. A battle for that second and final transferring spot. Out front it is Chris Hawkins in the 1XX, followed by too close to call between Patrick and Roth. The 13 and the 14 battling it out for that second and final transferring spot. Give it to Patrick. Patrick wanted it more as the 13 racing his way into the show. 99 of Cliff Morrow, 2 high and 3 and 4. He loses a lot of ground to the leaders as the 7 of Jake Davis gets by the 14 of Roth. Down the back straightaway, it is Chris Hawkins and Kevin Patrick halfway down in B feature number 2. Patrick looking to the inside of Hawkins, not able to get it to work. Hawkins, your leader, followed by Patrick, and on the outside looking in, the 7 of Jake Davis. The white flag coming out one more time around for Chris Hawkins. And the checker flag in the air, your winner, Chris Hawkins takes the win. And your final 2 transferring to tonight's A feature, the 13 of Kevin Patrick. And the 1XX of Chris Hawkins. Out of Aurora, Missouri, he's in a TNG chassis, Yeoman Power under the hood, Cole Wells. To his inside, out of Crane, Missouri, in a Pierce race car, crate motor under the hood, the number 5, Garrett Essery. Outside row number 11. Out of Cape Fair, Missouri, drives a 55, Ken Essery. Keep these away from me. I'm getting confused. To his inside, out of Battlefield, Missouri, GRT race car, Hatfield Power under the hood of the 28, Leroy Johnson. Outside row number 10, out of Gentry, Arkansas, on a GRT chassis, Kuntz Power under the hood, the driver of the number 13, Kevin Patrick. To his inside, out of Verona, Missouri, GRT race car, driving the number 20, Daryl Mooneyham. Row number 9 on the outside. He's in the 1XX. Out of Neosho, Missouri, TNT chassis, Chinook Power under the hood, Chris Hawkins. To his inside, out of Joplin, Missouri, GRT chassis, Hatfield Power under the hood of the 83, Chuck Comer. Starting outside, row number 8, out of Peculiar, Missouri, he drives a 14, W, that's Dustin Walker. To his inside out of Lebanon, Missouri. Driver the number 42X, that is Brian Shute. Starting outside row number 7 in the 14th position, driver the number 15 out of Aurora, Missouri. Victory Circle chassis, half-fill power under the hood, Shane Essery. To his inside out of Lebanon, Missouri, he's in a master built with half-fill power under the hood of the 42, Brandon McCormick. Starting outside row number 6 in a Warrior Race Car, Clements Power under the hood. From Crane, Missouri, driving the number 1, Will Vaught. To his inside out of Birch Tree, Missouri, in a Rocket chassis, half-fill power under the hood of the 77, Justin Asplin. Firing off in the 10th spot out of Ash Grove, Missouri, in the Victory Circle Race Car, half-fill power under the hood. Driver the number 15, Patrick Johnson. To his inside out of Hermitage, Missouri, driver the 33 Rocket, that is Eric Turner. To his inside, also in a Rocket out of Greenbrier, Arkansas, Pro Power under the hood of the 33, Jack Sullivan. Inside row number 4, firing off from the 7th spot. First time here at the Monett Speedway from Cosgrove, Iowa. He's in a Barry Wright chassis, gold power under the hood of the 58, Dave Eckridge. Now to your top 3 rows, starting outside, row number 3, the defending track champion here at the Monett Speedway, out of Aurora, Missouri, in a TNT chassis, Yeoman Power under the hood, Justin Wells. To his inside, out of Batesville, Arkansas, in a Barry Wright chassis, Kuntz Power under the hood of the number 6, Wendell Wallace. Outside row number 2 out of Crane, Missouri, in a GRT race car, Marty's Power under the hood of the F7, Leslie Essery. And on the inside, 6-time Mars Dirt Car Series point champion out of Springfield, Missouri, in his Bloomquist chassis, half-fill power under the hood of the number 75, Terry Phillips. And now to your front row. Starting outside, front row, driver the number 56 out of Lebanon, Missouri. He's in a Rocket by Lanigan, Cornet Power under the hood. It is Tony Jackson Jr. And your pole center. He gathered the most points from the heat race. He is the defending champion of the 4-state dirt track championships in a Pierce chassis, Scott Bailey Power under the hood of the 00 from Billings, Missouri, Jesse Stovall. Favorite car, favorite driver, because here they come out of turn number 4. The official restart for those that can continue. Looks like we're missing 3. Original restart. 21 cars able to continue on. Lights are off. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Jesse Stovall going to try to put win number 15 on the all-time list in the books. That'll put him in 5th place. All right, lights are off on the Delaware double file restart. It'll be Jesse Stovall. Here they come out of 4. The green flag flies. We're back underway. Stovall showing the way down the back stretch. Here comes Terry Phillips. Phillips has that Bloomquist car humming as he goes to the low side out of 4. It'll be Stovall, Phillips, and Jackson. Stovall, Phillips, and Jackson as a caution flag comes out again. Debris on the front stretch. Yeah. Debris on the front stretch and caution coming out. Next time by Stovall once again out front. Delaware double file restart. Phillips and Jackson right behind Stovall on the start. As Dwayne Johnson looks him over, as Jesse Stovall brings him through 3 and 4. 2 laps in the books. Here we go, 38 remaining. Jackson able to get underneath Phillips through 1 and 2. Jackson will take over that second spot as Phillips winds it up on the top side through 3 and 4. Stovall, your leader, brings him back down the front straightaway, followed by Jackson, Phillips, Wells, and Wallace. Justin Wells in that 4th spot, and now Terry Phillips going to challenge Tony Jackson Jr. for that second spot. Behind Wendell Wallace, it is Eric Turner, Leslie Esri. Caution coming out. We got a car in the wall. Car in the wall on the front stretch. Unable to see who that is right now, but that's the reason for the caution. Patrick Johnson, Ash Grove, Missouri's Patrick Johnson hits the turn 4 wall. Jackson going to hang tight in that second spot. He's going to choose that low side. Phillips going back top side. On the restart, lights out as Dwayne Johnson looks him over. The field tightens up. Here we go. 4 laps in the books, 36 remaining. On the restart, once again, it's Jesse Stovall out front. The battle's on for second between Tony Jackson Jr. and Terry Phillips. Terry Phillips using that high line now. Back to 3rd, Wendell Wallace 4th, Justin Wells in 5th. Wells and Wallace changing positions on the racetrack. Racing in the top 5, but it is all Jesse Stovall. Stovall trying to go back-to-back for the first 4 state dirt track championship as he shows the way. Stovall using every inch of the cushion as he comes back down the front straightaway. Tony Jackson in second. Terry Phillips third. Oh, Stovall climbing the cushion in 1 and 2. Here comes Tony Jackson Jr. in a battle for the lead. The 56 and the 00. Stovall hopping the cushion in 1 and 2. We may have a new leader. No, Stovall. Jesse Stovall going back to the lead. Scott Bailey power under the hood of the 00 as Stovall continues leading here. Tony Jackson Jr. had it briefly, but as they come back down the front straightaway, it is Stovall, Jackson, Phillips, Wallace, and Wells. Lap traffic for Jesse Stovall. Stovall working lap traffic. Trying to put a lap down. He does too. Chuck Comer. Garrett Essery now. Tony Jackson Jr. trying to get through lap traffic. Not able to do it. As here comes Justin Wells. Wells behind Phillips trying to get through heavy lap traffic as well. They're all bunched up. Wells trying to get around Phillips. Here they go down the back straightaway. Wells may take over fourth as Phillips goes to the high side out of turn number 4. It's a battle for third. Phillips will take it back as Jesse Stovall with a half a straightaway lead over second running Tony Jackson Jr. Jesse Stovall once again climbs the cushion in 1 and 2. Able to gather it back up and continue on. Not losing any ground as Tony Jackson Jr. still half a straightaway back of the leader. Terry Phillips third, Justin Wells fourth, Wendell Wallace in fifth. And then Eric Turner sixth, Jack Sullivan seventh, Justin Asplin eighth, Brandon McCormick ninth, and Leslie Essery in 10th. Stovall dangerously close to going off the turn 1 as a 33 of Eric Turner clips the turn 1 wall and the caution comes out. Eric Turner clipping the turn 1 wall. Cleared now. 18 down, 22 remaining. Jesse Stovall trying to go back to back and put another win in for Steve Russian Motorsports. Stovall in a Pierce chassis. Scott Bailey power under the hood of the 00. 22 laps from a $4,000 payday. Lights off, here we go. Green flag coming back out. Terry Phillips with a big run through 1 and 2. He'll take over second from Tony Jackson Jr. Set his sights on 00. 75 and the 00. Oh, Stovall slipping up, and it'll be Terry Phillips. Phillips now with the lead. Phillips will have to hold back the 56 of Tony Jackson Jr. Stovall slipped up in turn number 3. And now finds himself back into third. Your new leader, Terry Phillips out of Springfield, Missouri. Terry Phillips out front, Tony Jackson Jr. in second as we got a car around in turn 4 as the caution light comes out. Lights off. Phillips will pull the gun out of 3 and 4 as a green flag goes in the air. We're back underway. Stovall will clear Jackson. Wendell Wallace now trying to challenge for that third spot. Wallace looked good as he come through 1 and 2, but it's Phillips leading and Stovall second. Tony Jackson Jr. under attack by the 98 of Justin Wells. Wells knows this track better than anybody's. The 98 has a good run coming off 2. He'll get on the brakes as a 56 win in front of him. Wells to the top side in 3 and 4 as he tries to race by the 56 into that third spot. A battle for third between the 98 and the 56. 56 keeps sliding up in front of the 98. As Terry Phillips continues to pull away, Jesse Stovall in that second spot. Bumping back down the black stand. Wells darts to the inside of Jackson as they come down into 1 and 2. Wells going to try to take the spot. Justin Wells will clear the 56 as the 98 goes to third. The defending track champion Justin Wells now in the top 3 as the caution comes out. Caution coming out for the 33 of Jack Sullivan. You can see him on that pit road entrance right out turn 3. Here we go, race fans. 17 remaining. Phillips a nice easy pace through 3 and 4 as a green flag flies. Jackson will make it by Stovall on the restart. Jackson to second, Stovall back to third. As Phillips leads them through 3 and 4. Phillips clicking off another lap here at the Monett Speedway. Contact between the 00 and the 98 as they're 3 wide out of 2. Wendell Wallace, Justin Wells, and Jesse Stovall 3 wide for third out of turn number 2. Stovall will take the spot. Wells back to fourth. And Wendell Wallace in fifth. Great battle for 6 between Brandon McCormick and Justin Asplin. Kenny Esri trying to stick his yellow number 55 in the mix as well. Five of Garrett Esri coming to a stop in turn 2, I believe. He's got a tire cut down right in front of the leaders. Tire down on the 42 of Brian Shute, the 42X going to the infield area. So 5 of Garrett Esri brings it to a stop in turn 2. 13 laps remaining. We've got 27 in the books. Lights off. Here we go with the continuation of the Mars feature. Green flag in the air. Stovall and Jackson in a battle for second, the 00 and the 56. And a battle for fourth in the 98 and the 6 of Wendell Wallace. And it looks like Stovall under attack for third. Stovall trying to hold back the 98 and the 6 as they come out of turn number 2. A battle for that third spot. Wendell Wallace has a line as 20 of Daryl Mooneyham comes onto the racetrack. 20 of Daryl Mooneyham comes onto the speedway off turn 3. And we continue on as Terry Phillips out front, Tony Jackson Jr. second, Jesse Stovall third. Sparks flying off the 0-0 down the front straightaway. Wendell Wallace in that fourth spot with Justin Wells in fifth as they roll around the back straightaway. Tony Jackson Jr. not far behind the 75. Phillips with about a one-car length lead over the 56. Wells to the inside of the 0-0 as the 98 presses the 0-0 in a battle for third. Justin Wells struggling as he comes down the front straightaway. Maybe a cut tire on the 98 as he tries to keep it on the speedway. Losing power, and that cost him a lot of ground. As he'll go to the 6th spot, Brandon McCormick now up to 5th. Terry Phillips now entering lap traffic. First to go down, Kevin Patrick. Patrick in the 13th car, riding along the inside hub of the speedway, and Phillips and Jackson go by. Working lap number 36 right now, 4 laps to go. Phillips, Jackson, Stovall, Wallace, and McCormick. That's your top 5. Next to go a lap down the 83 of Chuck Comer. Comer riding right the same line as is the leaders, but Comer diving to the inside to let the leaders go by as we're working lap 37. 2 laps to go this time by for the 75 of Phillips. It's Phillips, Jackson, Stovall, Wallace, and McCormick. Jackson inching ever closer to the 75. Coming into lap traffic, and the white flag coming out one more time around for Terry Phillips. Tony Jackson Jr. going to try it again out of turn 2, side by side. Side by side down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Does Jackson have enough out of turn 4? Who's going to win it? Terry Phillips, your winner. Oh my, what a race to the finish. Unofficially, your top 5 coming home in 5th, the 98 of Justin Wells. 4th will go to the 6 of Wendell Wallace. 3rd to the 0-0 of Jesse Stovall. 2nd to the 56 of Tony Jackson Jr. And your winner will be Terry Phillips.